Good morning, everyone, and happy snow delay. I'm Missoury Lytle, and I'll be presenting on the international relationship between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, which both reside on the same island of Hispaniola. The relationship between these two countries is important to study because it shows that though there are some variables held constant, such as climate, environmental conditions, and resource acquisition, countries like this can be polar opposites because of political controversy. Haiti is a prime example of a learned helplessness complex in which the country becomes dependent on foreign aid because there's no promotion of individualized companies or infrastructure. In addition, the racism that has plagued the country has resulted in massacres that have eradicated diversity and driven out any possible advantages such as education that has the potential to put Haiti on par with the rest of the world. Haiti is actually the only country to have ever had a successful slave revolution. So what happened? A good example of unsuccessful colonialism is after the years between 1911 and 1915 alone, Haiti had 6 presidents take office. This turnover was dictated by revolutionists who stormed office following every minor dispute, and once the current president was exiled or killed, the new president would kill all of the supporters of the old president. After observing too much of this nonsense, the US government took over and actually brought about some of Haiti's most prosperous years, building sanitation facilities and schools. This, of course, did not last because the Haitian population hated to see success come from outside sources. As for the other side of the island in the Dominican Republic, the overall wealth, in air quotes, hides the reality that the rich are super rich and the poor, by contrast, are super poor. In the 60s, Haiti and the Dominican had the same per capita GDP, and now the DR has 5 times greater per capita GDP. The Dominican emphasizes the sugarcane industry's wishes, which has little respect for its workers, and the tourism industry, which advertises the best of the country, hiding many serious realities. In addition, the mosquito population and lack of sanitation and healthcare have preserved the spread of disease in the country. So what about the growth of these two countries made them so different? During the colonialism, both countries experienced the introduction of Catholicism. The combination of Catholicism with the pre-existing African religions in Haiti culminated in voodoo practices, which are largely interpreted by the world as different than they were executed back in colonial days. Meanwhile, the Dominican adopted pure Christianity. In addition, the French colonialism of Haiti and Spanish colonialism of the DR dictated both language, causing yet another barrier, and cultural differences. Furthermore, when Haiti began to introduce equality of man during the 1800s, the attempt to divide land equally resulted in fewer sugarcane fields, which take a lot of land and hard work to maintain and cultivate, and a greater emphasis on coffee, which can exist on smaller fields, and also gradually dropped in price over time due to the worldwide fad and the widespread ability to produce. Though no better is the Dominican's dependence on sugarcane and its benefits to the economy, which has ultimately made the sugar companies richer and the workers more abused. Furthermore, racial polarization in Haiti caused a massacre of all white and mixed people at various years in an attempt to eradicate the population that had enslaved the majority African Haitian population. This decreased the racial diversity in Haiti and allowed for a stark differentiation between Haitians and Dominicans, solely based on the color of their skin. Though emancipated, another air quote, Haitian refugees who fled to the Dominican in search of sanctuary from harsh Haitian policies populate small villages called bateys. These Haitians work in the sugarcane fields and are paid about $2 a day, or not at all, as they're not registered in either country as citizens, perpetuating a cycle of poverty that creates a deficit of water and food, and lack of cleanliness that results in illness. This is unfair, right? Why wouldn't the Dominican Republic help Haiti? In an act of hypocrisy, Haiti, a country that blames its poverty on previous colonialism, invaded the Dominican multiple times between 1795 and 1844, enslaving conquered individuals, Though the occupation was not permanent, it left residual animosity between the countries. In order to respect time, I won't go over the minor details of this last slide. You guys can ask questions on these proposed solutions. I also took the 2 pictures that I included, not the map, but the other 2, and you can ask me questions based on my experience in the Dominican. Thank you for listening, and see you guys on Thursday.